Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're taking another quick look at Sand, and just before we do, we normally look at Bitcoin, but I can summarize it for you. Bitcoin sucks right now. I'm just kidding. It's not terrible. It's actually doing just fine. It's just stuck on stupid at about 61,000, testing that major support level, and we should likely see a break to the upside soon, right? So it's at a state of exhaustion, needs to turn itself around. It's just taking its sweet time going sideways for a little while before that happens. Now, if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. But I do have a trading community if you'd like to learn more about how to become a better trader. I also send out signals for every single trade that I take, so I kind of share that with you as well, and we're all very profitable. It's a fun, awesome experience. Check it out in your own time. I actually have a video to help describe what that entails if you're curious. Now, moving on to Sand here. This little squiggly line, we can take a closer look at it soon, but that's basically just telling us that is the support channel that Sand is essentially likely going to bounce off of. That's what I drew out yesterday, so we'll see here soon how that worked out. So we're going to extend out some of these support and resistance levels and kind of see what's going on. So first and foremost, well, why don't we just go look at the normal stuff? We got the RSI up over 70, pretty standard, right? It may bounce off of the 70 line, so we could see that happen soon. So there's a chance Sand could bounce up and recover. But what we want to do is we want to see this one-day candlestick close exactly where it's at or higher, again, above this support level of 272. If it closes below, it might be considered resistance and it could stay below. It'd be awesome if it kind of bounced and went sideways for a little while and then came back up, kind of like Floki or some of the other coins are doing right now. I think Elon bounced back pretty hard too. So, we want to see that, but this is a normal correction, right? Another thing to note too, just to clarify, these three big old candlesticks here, that's referred to as three white soldiers. If you're familiar with candlestick patterns, they effectively tell us that you're going to have a reversal the day, either the day after or the week after if you're looking at the full, weekly chart, right? Bitcoin, for example, we're in that state of consolidation right now. We're in that fourth week where we had 3 solid, strong weeks of bullish momentum followed by a retracement. Very standard, very normal stuff. So I'd speculate that that sentiment alone would mean that we might see the price reverse and come back up tomorrow. Okay. That being said, looking at the 4-hour chart, taking a quick look. Again, price bouncing off of that, which is nice. We're looking pretty good there. We're bouncing off the support level here right at about 272, and the price didn't even come all the way as low as 244. So this little support channel is working out very well. Let's take a quick look at the 1-hour chart and see what's going on with the cloud. Now, unfortunately, we're under the cloud right now. This isn't anything to really be super concerned with, right? Because it's not like the end-all be-all, but it definitely matters. So ideally, we want to have the price action continue sideways for some time. I would say 24 hours effectively. And what that'll do is that'll drop the cloud down lower and the price will naturally break above it, right? Wouldn't even need to try. And when it's back above the cloud, it's considered a buy signal, and that's when you want to find a good entry. Okay, so maybe you can set like an alert, and what you do is you just go ahead and go to your alert, crossing up, and then you just go ahead and choose Ishimoku Cloud, and you choose, I think, lead 2. Then you go ahead and create, and ready to go. As soon as the price comes up over the cloud, you get that notification. All right, so just something to consider, something to think about. Now, looking at TD sequential here, we can see we got all the way down to a 7. The price is continuing sideways now, so that's pretty standard, pretty normal in the sense that we don't need to worry about the fact that it should retrace much further. We're in a state of consolidation. So we got a nice little reset, basically just meaning that we have more potential to go sideways, which is awesome. Okay. Now let's look at kind of, I guess, big picture here, and let's just say, hypothetically, Sand repeats the same behavior that it did recently, right? So the most recent relevant time frame here, which would be what, roughly the last 3 days of trading. If we were to kind of pull this up and see, we would have potential of somewhere in the range of $4.65 if the price were to kind of repeat the same behavior as it did in the last 3 days, right? So best case scenario in the next 3 to 7 days, I would say we might see 462. Sorry, yeah, 464 would be a best case. But do I think that's likely? I don't. Not in the next week, just based on the fact that we still have some continuation that needs to occur. We need some consolidation. That we have a major level of resistance here that we need to work on. And it takes a little while for those 3 white soldiers to recover. In other words, we have one red day, yes, but it doesn't mean it's just going to ramp back up the day after. Also note too, the amount of gains you're going to receive is going to be much lower, all things considered. Don't get me wrong, a 70% gain is still very good, right? Even if you were to buy now and sell in a month, that's fantastic. You get what, maybe a rate of return of 10% at best, 10 to 15% on a traditional stock market. So you can be happy with that, right? That is good news. But However, if you kind of compare it with, just say buying in here at 78 cents and getting, exiting your position right there at like 260, you would have made 250%, right? So there's the fact that price is much higher means you're going to get less return. And that's just kind of that residual effect that happens. So it's not like it's bad or good. If you've been dollar cost averaging, probably a different story altogether. But just keep in mind, this isn't going to, this coin is not going to 2x by year end. Okay, just be realistic with you. If it does, I'd be surprised. I'd be happy, but surprised. Okay. So either way, that's kind of the summary there. I think short term, we're probably going to see maybe month end right around the $4 to $5 range. Perhaps year end, probably still right around there personally. I don't know. I think these are going to start to die off personally, but I hope they don't. But coins like these are all the rage right now, and it's kind of what it takes to get the price up, right? It might just continue based on that social sentiment. But strictly speaking, technical charts alone, we shouldn't expect to see anything over $5 or $6 by year end. That's just my personal opinion. I truly hope I'm wrong, and I look forward to that if that happens, right? So either way, thank you so much for joining me here. Be sure to join my Patreon community, and obviously like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll look forward to getting to know you better. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.